Hello, this is Slingshot Warrior. This is my Mad Max axe that I modified from a tool axe for throwing and for other things. You remember this Mad Max axe? It's time to give it a first test. Well, the first test it bounced a little to the side, but that's okay. Paint chipped a little bit, but that's okay. Might be the increased weight. So, oh, here it is. Here's my marking stick. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. As you can see. Would you look at that? How deep that went in. That didn't hit the middle part, but it's pretty deep. Axe throwing has been in many cultures. So, not just Native American. Actually, it was in European barbarian culture, Vikings, the Franks, every culture you can think of did axe throwing. There we go. Still I'm hitting. As you can see, it's still stuck to the side, not in the middle of the target. So we're going to put it over here. There we go. Still, not in the middle, but it's above. As you can see, it's above. So I'm getting sticks, which is pretty good. Happens sometimes. Overall, it's holding up quite well. That did hit, probably hit from the hammer end. Probably did. This is a good practice axe. I modified the handle. Whoa! I can see that probably out of camera lens, but it hit the side of the tree, the bark. That was a bounce. Dirt. As you can see, things are going on quite well with the axe. It's got a few sticks, not a few direct sticks though. Dirt on it. But easily cleaned. There we go. Now that's good stuff. Closer to the target. Not in the middle, mind you, but it's in the zone. As you can see. Looking good. The one thing I'll give advice to any thrower that wants to throw axes, never throw at a live tree. A live tree is a lot tougher than a dead tree. So you always want to look for a dead tree. if you want to do throwing. This tree is dead. You know what I mean? It died in a storm, a windstorm. As you can see, a lot of other trees died in that way. So what you want to do is find yourself a dead tree. You know, not a live tree to throw at. It's a common rookie mistake is that new axe throwers think they can throw at live trees and it's going to go right in. It's not. Live trees are tougher than dead trees. Dead trees are easier for throwing because it's dead wood. You know what I mean? Oh, ain't that nice? Now we're gonna get some misses. Time to time. Well, that did hit. A little too low on the target, but it did hit. Oh, that hit from the handle. There we go. Much closer to the middle. A little bit higher up than the last one. Much closer to the middle, but still not close enough. But the warm-up's getting good. The new handle is much heavier. I try to decrease the weight as much as I could. You know, I'll probably make another version of this in the future with a wooden handle, but more on that later. But this is a common, shingle hammer that you can get at your hardware store that I modified for throwing. So you can use a shingle hammer or basically a carpenter axe for this kind of stuff. You can modify it, do what you want. Oh, that was good. Oh, much closer. A little bit out from the middle, but that is a much closer. It's higher up, much closer to the middle part of our target, the tree. So this is pretty good. Now see for yourself. You know, you can see where it hit. One thing I like about this particular shingle hammer is that it's got this rounded off point here where it's easy to pull out the wood. You know what I mean? If it just had a angle on it, you couldn't do that. So it's got an angle at the bottom, but a rounded at the top. And that's pretty good. It's easy to pull out that way. Oh, that's high on. It's in the middle. It's in the middle right here. Look, it's high up on the target. It didn't go in too deep, but it is in the middle. It did stick. The blade didn't go in too deep though, and what I'm aiming for is here. But I did get it higher up on the target. I did get it right down the middle. So that's a much better improvement. Much better improvement. Oh, that was a miss. Another miss. I got a hit. It's outside the perimeter. Did stick in deeper. much deeper. Out of the perimeter, but it did stick. Stuck in deep too. That's why I call it my Mad Max axe. That was not done the right way. But training in the woods is a good way to hone your skills. Training in nature gives you power. Okay, a little above the target. Not that thick in there. Yeah, it's out of our perimeter. To my fans out there, I know that there was a little mess up with the crossbow, but one tool malfunctioning does not change anything when there's many other tools I have to work with. So the key is to have many tools. You know, many tools in case one tool malfunctions. Excuse me. All right. Oh man. It's glancing low. Well, that was a deflection. Probably struck at the hammer. More than likely. That's the blade. All right. The key is practice. I always say this: to master any tool, practice makes perfect. And during summer months, I would suggest you have a sweat rag. Do this to wipe the sweat off your brow. Oh! Oh! I nailed it! I nailed it! Let's see it. Oh, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Look at this. Right in the middle. And it's deep. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is right in the middle. It's deep. This is the hit I want it. Right in the middle of the target. And it's a deep one. It digged in deep when you throw it. You see, that's the key to axe throwing. Practice, and it's not that hard to do. It's like throwing a stick overhead. You just gotta like arch your, go like this. You gotta do like almost like a wide V arm way, and you gotta go down and throw. It's not that hard. It just takes a little practice, but throwing an axe is not that hard. And my Mad Max axe pulled through. As you can see, there was some paint chipping and everything like that, but it's a badass axe. And it's got my modified handle on it. It did work. It's heavier than my last handle, but I didn't like the rubber on it because the rubber was messing up. So I wanted some metal on the handle, or some wood, and I got a steel pipe for it. But it's done its job. As you can see, I can use this for throwing. or for close range combat. Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-bam, bam, bam, or bam, back of the head. Well, this is Slingshot Warrior, and more on this later. Bye.